Hi guys, this is take 100. Just kidding, it's probably more like 6 or 7, but gonna see if I can get this one done and call it a wrap. It's Diane in Texas, and I'm also known to some of you who may still be hanging around. Thank you if you are. Lucky Gardenia, Dashboard Confessional, and that's so apropos because more often than not my videos are made when I'm out and about. So, because that's about the only time I'm getting myself somewhat put together. Anyway, let's see. It's not 100 degrees, so that's a good thing. One thing in our favor today, it's by my car temperature gauge, it's 83. Fabulous. And then I think next week a low maybe somewhere in the 60s. Yes, September. In Texas, anything. I just can get so much more done when my apartment's a little bit cooler. So, welcome. Hope you can hang out, like I said. And I don't know if you can see. It's cool enough that I can actually wear, I think it's a chambray. Is that what you call it? It's kind of denim, but more, I would say chambray, kind of a light linen apron. And I've got on some boyfriend jeans that are capri, kind of rolled up, you know, at the cuff. And then I've actually got on navy blue Converse, so a little bit of change. Let's see, my necklaces, of course, silver and turquoise. Anyway, that's the outfit thrown together. And do you ever start to get ready, you think you're gonna pull something together, and you know, I have different color bras, I'll just say that. And you know, I had on originally like a orange top, and ended up I was looking for the white t-shirt, so I found it. Well, I came in the car and I noticed that I still have on my pink bra. Anyway, thank goodness I have the apron, because I'd be looking kind of not fashionable. I'd be like, who let her out of the house? Anyway, not that that matters. There's so many bigger worries in this world. Anyway, I jotted down a couple of topics. I did videotape a little life update in between the ukulele happy birthday video and this one. And you guys, at the end of it, I thought, this is just such a downer. You know, I looked terrible in it. There was nothing upbeat about it. It's like, you know, this one's going in the can. So hopefully this one will turn out a little bit chipper. A couple great things going on. My daughter is only 6 weeks away from her due date, when baby Isabella's due to arrive, so that's exciting. Now she did have to go, she's been working from the house, which in her, you know, being pregnant, I was really happy with that. And Carlos, I think her husband's been working from his house quite a bit. You know, you can do so much at home now. Especially, I think his is all like design work and apps, and so definitely can do that online. And they're so much more tech savvy than I am. But anyway, Robin had to go into the office. She was getting all geared up. Jen and I were texting her like, you know, good luck, hope it goes well. She has a new job. It's a promotion, so yay for her. Totally not in a school, but working on curriculum for teachers, and that's kind of what she really has been aiming towards. You know, she got her master's, she's working on her doctorate, and to go up into education administration. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what they do, guys, but I know she's smart, so I'm really proud of her. And checked with her this morning since I was up. I think I went to bed finally got to bed around not quite 10 this morning and slept for about 5 hours. So day's off to a crazy start. I have a dance class that actually starts in about less than 30 minutes, and I was going to try and rush and get to the grocery store, get back home, and it's like, you know, this is going to be videotaped. It's on Facebook Live. I'll just catch it when I get home, because, you know, I've got to cut down on my creating my own anxiety that doesn't really exist. So I don't know about you, but that's my theory right now. I'm looking at my list. I'm like, oh, that's not the bullet points I put out. It's what I wrote down for groceries one day. Okay, so I've talked about Robin. Guess what, guys? You know I'm hooked on Korean dramas. See my little crazy Timex watch. But it had like a little blue watch band. I loved it. Anyway, what got me all headed or hooked on Korean dramas was a show that's called Stranger, and it was filmed in Korea, and it's in, you know, I have to read the subtitles, so you really have to be zoned in. It's not something like an audiobook that you can listen to and be productive. So I think I've decided today that I need to limit my time that I, you know, have towards that per day, because I get so sucked in. I was watching this new great show. Anyway, they've got a second season. It kept on saying new episodes, and I'd look, and it looked like the same old shows that, you know, I've already watched the whole 16 episode drama twice. But they have it just came out in August. They had a second season, so yay. I mean, that was so unexpected. I think the first one was filmed in 2017, so I just thought, you know, it's a one season, which they seem to do on Korean shows. It seems like they're a little bit longer episodes than some of the film productions like by Hulu or Netflix or Prime that do like 8 or 10. They do like 16, which is 16 to 20, and like 45 minutes to an hour long. So I'm all for that, because I'm binge watching this, guys. Anyway, I started, because I watch so many Korean dramas. You know, I get a list now of what's popular in that genre. So there was one that said chocolate. I'm like, I'm all for chocolate. So, guys, this is a great show. It hits all the emotions, and I was bawling. You know, sometimes you know, you need a song or a show just to facilitate, you know, clearing out all your feelings. So, man, it just, you know, I admit, I call myself out on this all the time, because I get so emotionally invested in these shows or audiobooks. Is if it doesn't end happy, you know, I'm not going to watch 16 episodes to be crushed. So I have to know that the ending is good. If not, I'm just not going to invest my emotions. I mean, that's being too much of an empath when, you know, the TV shows are, you know, just upset you terribly. So have to kind of facilitate that. And I know everyone's like, you know, that just kills the anticipation, but it's like, you got to roll with, you know, how you are and your feelings and how to manage it. So anyway, highly recommend Stranger, 2 seasons, and there may be more episodes coming out on that one. I think it says more episodes weekly, and also with chocolate. So I hope that it goes for a long time. Anyway, so those are the 2 great new shows that I'm aware of right now. Have gotten back into audiobooks because I am trying to, now it's cooling off, I can be more productive. Want to clear out the room where I can do yoga or ballet bar or you know, do my classes, my dance classes. But it's just been too freaking hot. So now hope is on the way. It's cooling down. Okay, let me see if I can read this without my glasses. I think I'm gonna have to put them on. These are the glasses of the day. Oh, the other thing I was going to talk about is, you know, I'm a YouTuber. You know, I watch YouTube videos and also on Facebook a lot. And anyway, just put these up here. Look like I have little Mickey Mouse ears. Anyway, you know, suggested things pop up on Facebook or little classes you can take or whatever. And Heidi Swap, I think I'm probably saying her name. Sorry, Heidi. You know, she has a product line out, and but she had like this video, and it's some new thing called Stop the Blur. And so I got really kind of curious on, you know, what the take on is it, because I do like traveler's notebooks and journaling and documenting, although I think I need a little camera printer that does like the 2x3, 2.5x3 photos. I do get the Groove book, which I highly recommend. 100 photos you choose, less than $5, and they send you a book of pictures. I mean, you don't have to do anything. And then if I end up losing my phone or whatever, you know, I've got the pictures. So I have been getting duplicates of those so I can, you know, take them out and cut on them and put them into some type of memory documentation. So anyway, long story short, came across a new YouTuber, new to me. Actually, there's two new ones. Let me tell you about this one first. Jill Larson. It's Jill with just one L. And I think she's a professor somewhere. And seems to be very artistic. Like she can, I think it's watercolor. Like she teaches, I don't know, something to do with, I don't know, nature or biology. But she had, I guess, some course going on birds, and she had these beautiful renderings or creations in her little notebook, and it's like, wow. But she does a lot of, I think she may be a designer for Coco Daisy. Anyone who does traveler's notebooks may know, or into any type of binders, you know, Filofax. Trying to think of, there's a one, I don't know if it's from Austria. Anyway, Vanderdyke. Anyway, I used to be into ring binders, now I'm not so much. Love traveler's notebooks. Anyway, so Stop the Blur, I'm still trying to figure that out. But also this, Jill was talking about a thing called storyline chapters. And I thought, okay, I'm going to watch this. I want to see what this is. And it's really kind of fascinating. The little booklets, I think they're 7 inches by 9.5, and there's like 24 pages, and you add pictures, you do whatever. You know, there's all kinds of techniques for documenting your days. Some of it is like a planner with calendars and weekly spreads. Some with blank, you know, where you could paint or draw or whatever, create. And so when you do like a month or so, how long it takes you to fill it up, they have these nice little binders where there's like a little rod, a very thin rod, and you open it up to the halfway point in your notebook. The rod attaches at the top end little doohickey and the bottom little doohickey, and you can actually supposedly get up to 9 of these little notebooks in there. And that's if you're not doing a whole lot of adding, you know, ephemera, whatever, art, mixed media type of things in your notebook. You're gonna reduce the number of notebooks you can get in there. But I thought, what a great concept. Anyway, so exploring that. So Jill Larson, she's on Instagram and on YouTube. Really like her. And then I ran across this lady in, it's got to be in the UK, somewhere in that, across the pond. And she's just so down to earth and so earthy, and she's probably my age. I have no idea. I'm 61. I'm pretty open about that. I just love listening to her, and you know, it's like sitting there chatting with a friend, or you know, get a cuppa, get a cup of tea, get a cup of coffee. She has an Etsy shop. Not real sure. I think she makes homemade soaps, and she does quilting, and I think she does spinning. I'm not real sure all that she does. She probably does it all. Anyway, it's called, oh God, oh, the last homely house, I think. It used to be East of the Sea, and I think she shortened it. Anyway, I'll look it up, and if you really want to know, if you can't find it, let me know. Anyway, highly recommend her. You know, I'm going to go back. I think she's got like years of videos, and I know how it is where you start off as one thing as a YouTuber, and you're, you know, you kind of morph, maybe evolve into a different kind of channel. So really looking forward to catching up why I'm quilting. And she does this wonderful, anyone that's a quilter maybe remembers like the watercolor quilts where you're using prints with colors to create kind of like a Monet kind of feel to a quilt. And she's got a granddaughter named Agnes. Now that's a name you don't really hear that often. And it's gorgeous, guys. It is gorgeous. It is blues and greens and a little bit of like lavenderish, maybe a little red purple. And she has a system where, you know, she's cutting out her own hexagons, and she has a really quick way to tack down the fabric onto the hexagon. And then she makes these, she has a design wall, or this little portable design piece of foam with